Elúszok ettől. Csúnya szám ez a hármas. Semmi rakéta nem jön, ugye?
At this point, the crew is just kind of making some final glances at the control panel, checking the procedures, making sure everything's ready to go, and just reflecting on this amazing experience it's about to happen.
Eu lido.
2 minutes and 45 seconds left. The booster tank is being pressurized for flight. That optimizes the flow of fuel and helps add structural support to the rocket. Does the crew get notices of these things as they are checked off, or are you aware of them?
There's definitely communication that's constantly going in between the vehicle and the launch team, letting them know as they achieve all of these different milestones. And what differs now from the simulators, you start to hear a lot of the mechanical processes as fueling and pressurizations are being completed, umbilicals and various parts of the launch pantry being pulled away. And this is different than being in the simulator, and a reminder that this is the real thing, and that is really exciting.
One and a half minutes to go now. Ground propellant speed has been terminated at this point. So we're scheduled for launch at 6:12 a.m. Central Time. Just 1 minute to go now. Soyuz now on internal power in preparation for its flight to the space station.
Everything is now on board, ready for launch.
And 40 seconds away, that's the first umbilical tower separating from the booster. We have auto sequence start now.
Uno que
20 seconds and counting. The ground umbilical third stage has been disconnected. And there's the second umbilical tower now separating. We're 10 seconds, 15 seconds from launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See the engine igniting there. And liftoff from Soyuz MS-08 carrying MS-09 carrying Serena Aumann Chancellor, Sergei Prokofiev, and Alexander Gerst to the International Space Station for a 6-month stay. Everything's now complete. The research on board space station help us here on the Earth as well as the
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Everything is now done.
Ooh, that's it. Hello.
So get good views of the Soyuz as it pulls away from the launch pad in Baikonur. Launch took place at 6:12 a.m. Central Time, right on schedule. Everything is going according to plan so far. The Soyuz delivers 930,000 pounds of thrust from its 4 boosters and single engine. First stage of the Soyuz measures 68 feet in length and 24 feet in diameter, burning liquid fuel for the first 2 minutes and 6 seconds of flight.
Everything's done.
And now at 1 minute and 12 seconds and counting into the flight, velocity is about 1,100 miles per hour.
Systems are not corroded.
Still getting great views of the Soyuz. Now 1 minute and 45 seconds into today's flight. 1 minute and 56 seconds. The escape tower is just into this point.
Yeah.
And right at the end of the video there, you could see those strap-on boosters, that first stage coming away, and
First stage separation.
tunneling away from the vehicle. Absolutely beautiful.
And he drove away at an altitude of 28 statute miles. So he's traveling now about 3,300 miles per hour. Great view of the crew inside the cabin. You see Alexander first at the top of the screen and Sergei Prokofiev at the bottom. You have 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Launch shroud should be jettisoned now, and the rocket's altitude is 48 miles up there.
And that's a time that I had annotated on a little sticky note, also annotated in my flight procedures. That's a view of the first time we had an opportunity to look outside the window and see a view from Earth, a view from space.
We're actually getting a new view here. This is some new external rocket cameras that are going to be replacing some of the in-cabin views that we normally get looking down as the Soyuz continues to make its ascent into orbit.
Outside, 120 meters.
Everything performing as expected. Fourth stage of the Soyuz is 56 feet in length, 13.5 feet diameter with a single engine with 4 fuel chambers providing 178,000 and 222,601 pounds of thrust for 3 minutes and 28 seconds of operation. The stage will continue to burn until the 4 minute and 43 seconds mark. Soyuz uses what's called a hot stage technique. The third stage will ignite while the second is still burning. That's why Soyuz has an open area in between the second and third stages. How fast does this go by for the crew inside the subcapsule?
This goes really quickly, and during this time, you're feeling the constant onset of G forces, getting up to even up to 3.5, 4 Gs at some points. It's pretty comfortable though. You're sneaking peeks out of the window every once in a while. That first view of the arc of the Earth's horizon, the blues and whites of the clouds is breathtaking.
Everything continues to work nominally as the rocket continues to make its ascent.
Everything's now recorded. Okay.
And 4 minutes and 44 seconds into the flight. Third stage is now igniting, and the second stage will be shutting down. The core booster also separating at an altitude of 105 miles above the Earth.
Second stage separation.
Second stage separation has been confirmed.
We're actually seeing some of those panels falling away as that second stage separates.
And so at this point, Soyuz is being propelled by a single engine, Soyuz third stage. That provides 67,000 pounds of thrust and will burn for 4 minutes and 2 seconds.
So it's amazing to feel the vibration of those engines pushing you into orbit. One of the things that really surprised me was these very discrete corrections as the rocket begins to pitch over and gain horizontal velocity. It felt like just these very discrete bursts from directional rockets. It was like ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. It wasn't like this just smooth arc that these very discrete impulses to actually push you over into this horizontal pitch, and so just a really cool experience.
And that's not something you get to kind of feel beforehand or expect.
Yeah, that's right. So even during our simulations, as we simulate a launch, you really don't, of course, get to experience the G-forces or what the engines are going to feel like.
Just about 6 minutes and 20 seconds into the launch, everything continuing to go nominally. Inside the Soyuz again, we've got Serena Anand-Chancellor from NASA, Alexander Gerst from ESA, and Sergei Prokofiev all making their way to the International Space Station over the next few days.
Great.
And this is a unique view. It's neat to actually have this perspective to see how the engine's performing here and to see that second stage fall away, to see the Earth below.
Yeah, we usually see the Earth from a little bit higher from the International Space Station.
That's right.
7 minutes now in today's flight.
420
All
seconds.
continuing to go well.
Pitch your rotation nominal. Correct, very good. Four hundred 40. Everything stable.
7 minutes and 30 seconds now into today's flight. Velocity for the Soyuz now almost 13,500 miles an hour. Once third stage delivers Soyuz to orbit, the module separated series of pre-programmed commands will be executed to prepare Soyuz for orbital operations. Those stored commands are called time tag commands, allow many of the Soyuz systems to be automatically activated by onboard computers at precise times stored in those computers.
And right now, the crew is just enjoying the ride, but they're monitoring very closely how the vehicle is performing, and just monitoring systems as they're approaching third stage cutoff.
Everything is stable. 490 seconds. 500 seconds.
Ilyen szépet mutatnak te.
8 minutes now into the flight, everything continues to go well.
Gyönyörű.
I like this external view, but I also kind of miss getting to see the crew on the inside.
Agreed.
520.
Okay, 8 minutes and 52 seconds down to the flight. Third stage cutoff has occurred, and there is a separation. That's the single liquid fuel engine now shut down and dropped away at an altitude of 126 statute miles, performing an avoidance maneuver by opening the valve in its liquid oxygen tank.
D minus 10.
Gyönyörűek voltak.
That was awesome.
Kinyílik meg mindjárt persze. Gyönyörű.
And we have confirmation.
Nem így van, gondolkodik?
Confirmation now that everything deployed as expected with antennas and solar arrays. We saw the fixed crack separate and the capsule and crew now safely in orbit. So we're orbiting an altitude of 143 miles, 118 miles, and that orbit will be raised systematically over the course of the next 2 days to get it into place to rendezvous with the International Space Station. So that means that they're in space, right?
That's absolutely right. That is a fantastic feeling to ride that rocket in just a little over 8.5 minutes, 8 minutes and 45 seconds to make it into lower orbit, to feel that third stage cutoff, to see those weightlessness indicators start to float. And for a first-time flyer, it means that you've realized a lifelong dream to make it into low Earth orbit.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Y'all train for so long, it takes years to get there, and then actually 8.5 minutes to actually get to space.
Yeah, it is unbelievable. And so now the crew will be busy with kind of converting the vehicle over to on-orbit operations, but you do take a minute here to just look out the window and just appreciate this amazing experience and having achieved this incredible milestone.
What's that first view like?
Oh, the first view is absolutely fantastic. And you actually get to sneak some views out the window during the launch, but you don't have the opportunity to just kind of stare out the window like you do once you've made it to low Earth orbit. So to really look back at the Earth, to have that first personal view of the Earth, the arc of the horizon, the thin atmosphere, the beautiful blues and whites of the ocean and the clouds. You've seen it for sure before, but to actually experience that with your own eyes is indescribable.
I can't imagine. I wish everybody could have a chance to see it. Okay, so again, Serena Anand Chancellor, Sergei Prokopyev, and Alexander Gerst are now in orbit, ready to begin making their way to the International Space Station over the next 2 days. And launch did occur as expected at 6:12 a.m. Central Time.
De ilyen pogány férget még
Control of
életemben
spacecraft
nem
from here
láttam.
on out will be overseen by the Russian Mission Control
Legalább lenne
Center.
valami kis vallás benne, vagy zsidó, vagy keresztény, de ebben semmi nincsen, bazd meg. Üres. Zéro. Remélem mindenkinek tetszett. Puszi.